Good evening, all, and welcome to episode 11. Oh gosh, it's my 11th live stream, and they don't seem to be getting any better. But, yes, welcome, and I will see who's in the chat before we do anything else. It looks like Jack68K is here. Welcome. And that looks like it's just you and I for now. So, what do we have on ye old bench? Well, you can see 1.5 of those things that are on the bench. But trust me, they are identical to each other. But we have these Compaq Armada 4120s. I got them from eBay. I had to go across town to go get them. A little bit of a disorganized thing, but it was a local auction place that had them. Made an offer on them, probably more than I should have. But yes, welcome to the vocabulary of 386. But yes, we got a couple 4120s out of the deal. At worst case scenario, they were parts machines. And we could tell right off the bat there is a problem with this floppy drive. There's a big problem with this floppy drive, or maybe that's the saving grace. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. It's a plastic piece that I don't know where it's supposed to go exactly. But that's a conversation for another day. However, there is some good news. It has a caddy. They both have caddies. And the next problem I have is where in the wide world are my tools? Over there. I've moved things around in this office quite a bit. Had to go clean my regular desk because I'm working from home tomorrow. So, yeah, I had to do that. And the TV that stands behind this monitor, I have plans for. Won't release what those are yet, but yes, this actually was a computer desk, I believe it's from the 70s or 80s. So, yeah, I guess in terms of IT, ye old is not that far off. I think these came out when the Apple IIe was a thing. Anywho, oh yeah, the hard drive caddy. Let's see if there's a hard drive in this thing. These makes these things essentially worthless if you don't have them. There's no hard drive in it. However, no printer shelf on this one. Stubborn as a mule caddy. There you go. So yes, the good news is the caddy is there and is intact. And yeah, unfortunately, no spot for a printer. Unless you put it next to the Apple IIe. My history's a little hazy on that one. Back when... You're making me think to 30 years ago here. Back in grade school. So that one's got a caddy. So that's good. So we can do something with it maybe tonight and not have a 5-minute stream. This one also has the same problem with the floppy with missing plastic, but I have to give it just a little bit of effort to get it out, so... There's another problem with these that I'm not going to be able to fix tonight anyways, is the, well, if you know this channel by now, you'll figure out the reference as soon as I open this thing up. That is as soon as I can remember how to open one of these up. Oh, here, we should use spudger tools. Compaq likes to recycle ideas, even if they're bad. And in the next few seconds, I hope I can show you exactly what I mean by that. If you ever dealt with a Compaq LTE Elite or an Armada 7700 series or 7800 series, you know exactly what I'm talking about now. Those three letters, W1D. So yeah, unless somehow these belts aren't completely destroyed, I would have to order belts for them to get them going again. But the good news is these later variants seem to respond to just your belt replacements. So that's a step in the right direction. And this one does have a hard drive caddy as well, so that's a do or die thing with these. Get that out of there. Let's see if this one gives me a fight like the other one did. Oh, that one did not. And that caddy is fully intact. Wonderful. And somebody's shooting off fireworks. I'm surprised it waited this late. I should test these floppies before I do anything else. So let's it should boot if provided there's nothing wrong with these, it should boot. There is built-in memory, 16 megs to be exact on this particular model. So let's see. I had a miracle happen before with one of these drives. The floppy drive, that is. There's a DEC digital laptop around here somewhere that still worked, remarkably enough. Somebody replaced the belt on. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for it to be a war zone here, but the rain might screw things up. And oh, hey, welcome, Justin. And this computer, as you... No, there we go. It's actually not a bad-looking screen, so... This is not an active matrix display on this. Okay, well, that's to be expected. Yeah, I think you guys south of us are getting hit more than we were. Uh-oh. There's our first problem. Dead keyboard. Here's the second problem, probably. Oh! I was expecting it to whine. Oh, there we go. Hear that? That belt. Oh, and it's got other problems. It's still making that terrible noise, so... Ho ho! Yeah, that one's making some terrible noises. So we are going to set that off to the side. And we are going to put the other one in. Even before I do that, we know this one has a keyboard problem. So I'm going to set that off to the side since we can't get far with that one. Let's try the other one. I'm almost tempted to, yeah, well, problem number one, they're 4120. And this one does power up, so that's good. This one's not quite as bright as the other one. Don't worry, Jack, I got the list of problems. Keyboard works. That's good. The batteries for these things are quite unique, too. I gotta pull one of those out. They did come with lithium batteries, but I don't know where I put them. But they couldn't have gone far because I just bought the things a few days ago, and I didn't leave them at work. Yep, here we go. Just by some miracle of God. Yep, that one's got a belt problem as well, unfortunately. Well, Justin, you made the right choice. Or the wrong choice. I'm not sure which one yet, but welcome regardless. I wouldn't have been mad if you went and watched the fireworks. They had them in my town last night. There's a handful of towns that were going to have theirs have been postponed. So, yeah, and I think most everybody around here is postponed, so they're stuck inside or drinking. I'm not sure which one. So, the good news is we have my original 4120 floppy right here. That does work. At least it didn't. At least it did an hour ago. And now, I'm going to show you what we got going to eBay soon. Congratulations, you're the first ones to see this. Yeah, I made a terrible mistake last night, and I decided to go on a 13-mile bike ride when I barely rode a bike this year, and instantly regretted it. But yes, so... Oh, we got a bent pin. I just took that out of the box. Shame on you, Amazon. Oh, we still got a bent pin. Oh yeah, we got 2 bent pins. Fun times. I think that's okay. There we go. That's more like it. Haven't quite figured everything out with this yet, but I think so. Oh, wait a minute. That's how we did it. Thanks to a friend of mine and slash former co-worker, this is possible. I think. Might have to do some fine-tuning on this, but not a big deal. Nothing a little work with the filer can't handle, I guess. Yeah, I'll need to file those down. Really force that sucker in there. Good enough. I gotta figure out a way to screw them in, but that's the general gist of it. And for now, I don't think it's going anywhere, so I'll just put a little our famous blue tape over it. Oh, they left me one screw. Thank you, guys. Thank you, random estate sale. At least that's where I believe these came from originally, was an estate sale. Now, the reason, there is also an alternative. We have this guy too, the Saiba adapter. They don't quite fit as nice, and the other issue is I think they're kind of a waste on these Armadas because I think they only can see one hard drive. Oh, geez Louise, this thing's got bent pins all over the place. Yes, I'm waiting for the war cannons to go off across the street like they normally do here. You know how it is. Noise, noise, noise in a Civil War cannon. Well, this is fun. Can't quite get this to line up the way I hoped. And just how does it feel to be on the other end of this? You can point and laugh at my failure. There we go. Okay. We are in. Kind of. We will fine-tune the cases. But until then... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I just feel like I'm stalling here. I probably have half a dozen of these machines I've yet to run into one with an original drive, believe it or not. I don't know if he threaded these or not, but we're going to see some machine work on here if he didn't. I think I still owe him for this batch, so I should probably pay him back at some point. Let's see if it'll even go in. Aha! Fits like a glove. Yeah, it's nice when they're really close. I have to go halfway across town to go to the city ones, but actually with my bike I probably could have got a front row seat if I really wanted to. But some terrible decisions were made last night, so I decided against that. Yeah, system options not set. We know, buddy. We know. It does detect a hard drive. There we go. So my vision will be a little harder, but that's no big deal. Try and put an OS on this thing. Let's see how that's going to work. Now I hope none of you have dogs that are afraid of fireworks. I don't think Justin does. I don't know about Jack 68K. Oh, there we go. Fortunately, none of mine are afraid of the fireworks. Did you think they would be? Yep, 16 whole megabytes. It's all 100% built into this highly advanced thingamajig. That's the word I'm looking for. Trying to find this RAM today is rare and expensive. But hey, the CMOS batteries are super easy to replace with a spot welder. That's always good. Okay, now I would say that's good in the terms of the fireworks. Oh, this has stuff on it. I am not sure what said stuff is. Yeah, it just seems like the bigger dogs are the big babies sometimes, and the little ones want to be, you know, the kings of the world, so to speak. All right, let me go try to find a different card here real quick. So I did something kind of foolish here. I had to go prepare my regular desk for work from home tomorrow, which means some things got uprooted temporarily. Let's give me a second here. And unfortunately, that Cisco card in the upper right is not going to do us any good. They are not compatible with these, unfortunately. Fortunately, these computers that we have to work with are awesome. Ah, yes, my corgi's not afraid of the fireworks or thunder. Maybe she was outside, she might be, but squirrels or rabbits or even dogs smaller than her, nope, got nothing to do with them. They get near her, it's run for the hills. She's a weird dog that I love her to death. I don't know what happened to her in her previous life, but let's see. I sent it to the wrong phone. There we go. Now I gotta get logged into this other computer real quick and wipe this card. Okay, I have no idea what this card is. Sony video projector. Holy mac. I think this is not my data. Somebody forgot to clear the data on this card. Well, we'll fix that problem right away. Access denied. I'm a damn administrator here. There we go. Okay, we have a card. This one is now clear. Well, as the positive out of this is we got both of those dogs into loving homes. So I can tell you the previous owner of the corgi had no business owning dogs. Just leave it at that. Okay. Try that caddy for size. I'll wipe this card while we're waiting for that to boot up. Alright, so this is still angry. And it automatically restarted, even though it was still angry. Alright, we now have 2 good cards. Get this drive formatted, and I'm going to show you another nice little rarity that very rare for this machine, but they do exist. And hopefully by this time next week we'll have a little bit nicer way of displaying these old displays. Grandpa's TV is going to get used for something here. I don't think he used it much before his passing. Alright, let's F-disk this thing quick. Yeah, let's do it. You know what I didn't do? Well, we could do it on the second machine. We forgot to put a diagnostics partition on it. But I don't know that I have the right one handy for this. Like Trina's Technobabble stream, this was really a spur-of-the-moment idea. Is that one of the batteries? No. Oh, there's one of the batteries. Oh, well, tested working is more than what you usually get on eBay. But it is eBay. We know about your regrets. But I'll show you. Oh, that's right, this isn't a CF card. Now, turn this off, and I'm going to show you some couple of fun things about the 4120. This guy right here, this little attachment on the back is your battery. It literally screws into the chassis of the machine. And I don't know if they're like trying to double this as a handle or trying to make this thing lighter for airplanes or what the idea was, but it's kind of nice. It has all the I/O. I don't know too many batteries I have. They mark all the ports on them. Yeah, excuse me. And on the bottom of this one has 8048 engraved into it. Needs an extra 6 at the end, but I don't have an engraver. Put that back where it belongs, and we're going to show you super obscure thing number 2. I don't know if this thing is good or bad luck. Some unfortunate stuff happened right after I bought the computer with this attachment here. It is a docking station of some sort. This particular unit will enable 2 things. It gives you a CD-ROM, which I hope it boots off of, and it gives you the MIDI/joystick port. And if you had a battery, I believe this bottom, well, maybe it's a floppy, I'm not sure. Let me, where's the other floppy? No, this is for a battery. So yes, if you had the special add-on battery, you could add that too. I'd drive 2 hours one way to get this. And then the weekend ended very badly afterwards, but that was unrelated to the computer, so it may just be a coincidence. And so, I figure out how to... Oh, there's a door here. Remove the door. Open the door before docking. It's been a year and a half since I used this thing. So please bear with me here as I figure out how to redock this darn thing. Maybe it slides on? Wait a minute. Okay, I figured this out, I think. Hold on. Ooh, yeah. The big chips are $99 from China is kind of a crazy... Okay, so you gotta tuck in that side first. Is that what it is? Yes, it is. Okay. And then you screw it down, which I should probably show you. Well, eventually it's gonna... I don't know if it's actually screwing down, but... So now we got a nice thick Compaq Armada 4120 at our disposal. It plugs in right there. And let's see what we get for trick and or treat. This should really replace these CMOS batteries, which you actually could do tight. And I thought, yeah, okay, whine all you want. Nobody's buying your story, bud. It's weird how it just instantly reboots now, but eh. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. definitely want with CD-ROM support. It does detect it. Cool. Oh, look at this. This is a massive thing. Let's hope the CD-ROM works. I don't think I ever tested it since I got it. Oh. Exciting, isn't it? Oh wait, I think that's the computer that I actually had to go drive the Marshfield for. This is where the bottom half of this came from. About a 2-hour drive for me one way. No big deal. Ooh, I think we have a chance here. Hot dog! Actually, at least does that. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to go to C drive. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is what I'm used to doing, so I'm going to do that. 5 setup, and let's copy. Now, fun little fact, this has a composite out on the... That's one of the outputs on this Armada 4120, along with most of the Armadas seem to have that. But on the 4100 series, if you use Windows 98 or higher, that composite output just doesn't output anything, no matter what you try. Doesn't matter what driver you try, doesn't matter what voodoo magic you spit at it, it just doesn't output. But Windows 95 does. I have a video somewhere on that one. But I'm trying to think here, what's the other machine? The Armada M700, however, is a little bit more lax towards that. I think it originally came with 98, but if you put an XP on it, and you try to use that composite output, which I've only used once in the entire time I had the machine, it works about as good as, well, a composite output works. I was able to train a bunch of people on using the Novell NetWare system I had installed at the church at the time, and got at least some centralization over there, so yeah, so yes, I had a lot of Compaqs back then, and I had to hand people, and my poor priest at the time there never put Windows 2000 on a Compaq LTE 5000s. That poor thing was not keeping up too well with them. And this was long before the days of these modern storage solutions. But this is okay. So while we're waiting on that, we're waiting for the paint to dry. We'll dig into subject number 2 here. Then we got to use a small amount of creativity to dig into subject number 2. We're going to dig into subject number 2. This one does not have a working keyboard, or at least partially malfunctioning. There we go. That's me. The wizard is working in the background. Okay. Wizard is working in the background. So that is Torx as well. Yeah, nothing like genuine chips, and if it goes terribly, then at least you can do your eBay claim and do the not as described. And yes, sir, I needed all the 2000 XP laptops that I could possibly get, and that was the best I could do at the time. I was poor. I'm still poor, but a very different kind of poor. I think this will... Yeah, it was not ideal. They probably shouldn't have handed the computer to the priest, but oh well. Actually, that priest, because he was a cool guy. Yes, so we get... Trackpads are removable. And broken plastic just happened. But I may have pulled just a little too fast. But yes, your RAM would go in here. Here's your CMOS battery. Which we'll see. Maybe we'll replace one of these live. The original part number is a BR1632. Although we are just going to use a regular old CR1632. Provided the case isn't completely falling apart. Yeah, we just broke some plastic. That's, I did go a little too fast on that one. These were prone to that. Not too many screws gets this keyboard off. Yeah, and I actually think it was a 5400 with 48 megs of RAM. Or 5300. It was one of the later models. That much I do know. Because that was all I could get at the time. Alright, now we got that. And our copy procedure is just about done on the other one. I did yeah, my long-term Windows 2000 experience was on a, oh, what was it? This is the, sometimes you really find treasure in the computer yards. This was in 2004, mind you. A Sony Vaio Pentium 3, 866 megahertz. Didn't, other than, all it needed was an OS. Everything else worked right out of the box. And that was the last time you were... And I think shortly after that, they passed the laws of, well, you can't go into government e-waste facilities and take stuff out. Or somebody let me slide that time. Not sure, but after that, they really cracked down on that. So I hope I didn't get somebody in a lot of trouble over that. But regardless... Nice. It's one thing I did not run a lot of was Athlon stuff until after I was out of the tech. I don't remember how to take this. Oh, wait, did we get it? But anyway, back to the original machine here. Hope it doesn't conk out on me. Okay, exit, that's good. Shoot, how the heck did I take this apart before? I don't remember. Intriguing. Don't mind me, I'm just going nuts with this one computer. See, Windows is good. Oh, nice. That would have loved to have a lava lamp. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Hold, please, while I go try to find one of those. Oh, here we go. This is everywhere, so yeah, Microsoft, you can bite me. Goodbye, monetization. Good enough. Well, okay. Phone goes down. Bed goes up. I knew what you meant, yeah. It would be pretty nasty for a donation to break your lava lamp. That would be a first, but I can tell you, well, did that roommate thing once again. Thought you, at the time, she was a very close friend, but that kind of soured fast. I'm not going to go into it right now because I have a feeling I'd lose monetization if I did. Because last time I went into some subject like that, YouTube flagged me. So we're not going to do that tonight. But a lot of vintage computers disappeared under her watch. So I will say that much. I don't know if that whole piece of plastic is supposed to come off or not. Oh, I'm not on camera. Shame on me. Oh, there's not another screw underneath it, but that is mostly off now. Alright, so we're going to install, for now, we'll install the most common components. We're just trying to see if this thing, what kind of life this has, if any, and doing the same for the other ones. So let's go back to that one while that one's installing. We are jumping around just a hair tonight. Did not wake up today. anticipating a live stream, but it is. I'm glad that we have participants. And I'm glad that I decided to do this. Oh, that broke a tab. How do you get these off? Oh man, this is just gonna be a fun. Are you supposed to slide off? Hmm. Aha! Got it. So, let's take a look at some of the funness that we have inside an Armada 4100 series. We can clearly tell that this is a Cirrus Logic graphics chip on here. Opti Viper, maybe that's the sound card. There's a lot of Opti chips on here. You got your memories right there, the built-in stuff. There's another Cirrus Logic chip. ESS sound, I just confirmed the audio drive ES1E11F. And this may be the job for a little contact cleaner. This is where your keyboard and... Is it just the keyboard? Yeah, just the keyboard and your sound card all reside here. And it is very little holding that on. So we are going to do the Go Contact Cleaner trick and hope for the best. Wherever I put that. Oh, there it is. Okay. The office is more of a mess than normal. And my roommate did not steal this. Or ex-roommate. Oh, YouTubers can't direction. But yes, this is what? Car grade electronic cleaner because we poor. Hello, William DeVell. And I apologize if I butchered that. Oh, Q-tips. But yes, I don't know how long you've been on the stream, William, but you actually did go on about an M700 for a while there, as I actually used one through my second half of tech school. The battery was absolutely dead by the end of it, but it was a reliable machine until the graphics card went out on it. That didn't happen too long ago either, so it had a full life. I still have the hard drives in their caddies for them. I couldn't bring myself to throw them out till recently. Now, regardless, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well this 4th of July. Just an impromptu stream on my part here. And okay, so now I understand how this works. Let's snap all that back together. So it is literally just a lift and separate thing. Okay. One of you ought to go buy that. Not on my government salary. Not yet, anyway. Government poor, believe it or not. At least the IT departments try to tell me they are. Alright, so now, oh, we found a fundamental flaw in our otherwise perfect plan. I only have one power brick. But that leads us to another opportunity. Oh, you poor soul. Yeah, that Vista was not... I think I did the same thing just to mess with it, and that was not fun. It was the fastest computer I owned at the time. Even faster than the Sony Vaio I got for free. All right, let's set that to the side. I did contact cleaner with it. But, well, Vista, this is maybe an unpopular opinion, but I thought Vista was okay once it was running on proper hardware for one. That was one of the, I think, the biggest downfalls of it. And once you got to Service Pack 2, I thought it was all right. That's my 2 cents. They seem like they got a lot of the bugs out of it, but you know how that works. First impressions, the damage is already done. But Server 2008, the first release, that was where it was at. Because, unless you were trying to support that stuff in 2015. But here's the CMOS barrier. This is gonna take me a minute to figure out how I open this thing, but I don't know if I want to use a metal tool for this, so we are going to go resort to plastic. I'm glad to see we have another Compaq buff in the world here. 815 chipset. I wanna actually found 86. Yeah, that's Pentium 3. I think here. Yeah, I don't think I ever owned a Desk Pro that new. But if you really want to go into the craziness of where old things are used, let me hold that thought here for a second here. But I actually found at my new job, or newish job, I actually found a couple Compaq Desk Pros roaming around, and they, other than the CMOS battery, they were perfect working order. One was a Pentium 1 era, and I think the other one is closer to Williams' EN866. It was that bigger Desk Pro style. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this one's pretty easy to put the parts. That's good. On the bright side, I never thought I would say, well, my Compaq knowledge might actually come in handy one day, especially at a high-paying position like that, but it might. Ooh, it may be a good thing that we are taking this one apart because the wires have come. Oh, no. Look at that. The wire's not even attached. Or is it? Nah, it's attached. Okay. Just didn't. It looks like they just tacked the wire on. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oof. Ooh, well, pour one out for the Desk Pro. Well, here's something really rare right there, and especially the coin battery. There's actually two rarities there. I'll let you sit on that, chew on those rarities for a while, but we don't even need to solder this one, provided I can get these tabs off. That'd be sweet. Yep, largely undamaged. So let me go find some CR 1632s. Ooh, rust. The #1 enemy to automobiles in the upper Midwest, or Midwest in general. We got lots of them. And rest assure you, I did not randomly grab 2 batteries. This is a leftovers from... Oh, you can see it right here. Bought this from the Shano Radio Shack. I paid probably 1/3 of that price for them. Very unfortunate story about that Radio Shack. Like many places, they closed the shop in 2020. The pandemic, they went to a phone-only system, which worked fine for them for a while, apparently. And then, about a year ago, to my surprise, they opened up shop. And it's like, oh, okay, great, they're back in business. It's one of the old school Radio Shacks, so it's not the glorified cell phone reseller stores. But, and then, just like that, it's like, oh, we have a moving sale. It's like, oh, that's no good. And wasn't from a lack of business. It's the power company wanted their property. So it's why our local Radio Shack here shut the doors and moved on, because, well, the government wanted their property. Fun. But I think I could reuse the nickel strips on these, so. Oh, you know what? And while we do that, house is still moving. Okay, we are not dead in the water. That's good. I do have to find drivers, likely. Okay, this is fun, isn't it? All right, so I am in Central Time, so that's what we're going to use. NSC Versa. I made a couple CMOS batteries for them, but I never had one in person. I had exactly one NEC computer that I've ever worked on. That was at the beginning of my career, and then the computer suffered heat stroke, and I never seen it again. And just for giggles, we are going to install the CITO, unless, hold on a minute, let's not assume anything here. This display probably needs to be recapped. Nope. Okay, so we're going to install the CITO 8510. Very important for this exercise. And we are going to put it on COM1. And I don't have it. That printer is not functional at the moment anyways, but I have a feeling at some point it will be. I don't know where that board is, but cool. Had DigiKey understood the concept of shipping out same day, we'd be recapping an image writer power supply tonight, but it is what it is. And it's loading just fine. Yeah, this is definitely a passive matrix display. You are absolutely correct on that. The 4100 series in general were, unless it had a T at the end of the model number. Needs more information to... You're going to install IE4, aren't you? I bet I grabbed version C. Yeah, I'm not sure if the 4100 series was supposed to be like the value brand that Compaq was peddling after the Contour went away, or what they were trying to do with this one, or if this was supposed to be their replacement to the Arrow. I'm not exactly sure. But yes, you are absolutely correct. It is a passive matrix display. And actually, I think I have this weird guy here, the 4210T. This one would have an active matrix display in it. But I think it's got some more problems you can shake a stick at, so I haven't really done anything with it. Yeah, outside of the Internet Explorer 4, yes, I agree with you. But that's my anti-IE sense from another boss that's doing the talking on that one, not so much me. Oh, you know what? While we're doing that, back to the CMOS battery. We're just gonna get out the old, very reliable blue tape. Wherever that went off to. Oh, it's right literally underneath the computer I'm working on. Okay, nice. And I think Windows 95B was the first to FAT32 support out of the box. I'm just going to do that because I don't want to, not that I don't anticipate a short here, but he wasn't entirely wrong on that one. I think he was testing your patience. Ooh, I don't like the way that spot welded, but we'll see. I had a boss, kind of reminded me a lot of my dad. And thought along the same lines you did, or your father did. Let's turn that down just a hair. Okay. No ooze. No weird noises. And we, just like that, have a CMOS battery. So if this second 4120 is a dud, at least, we have a working CMOS battery. And a nice resealable case for it. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I have a tendency to go off on my own tangents here. There we go. Better than new. Although we kind of de-Americanized the battery. We went from a US cell. That was the riddle here, is this coin battery is actually made in the United States. I don't think that exists anymore, really. But Riovac does still have an American presence, but not with the coin batteries. Anywho, we're going to wait for Java to do whatever it's doing. Oops, my bad. One day I'll be organized, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. So, you know what? I'm going to dig out an adapter for that. I keep getting ahead of myself here. I got to stop doing that. But regardless, we put the CMOS battery back in. And this is where shaky hand syndrome is starting to come into play here, so I apologize off the bat. And that's also the fools putting it in backwards. There we go. So yes, that one has got a nice, it's got a Armada cell in it. Yes, you can get memory for it, but it's a proprietary memory and it's fairly expensive on eBay. So yes, that's the solution to the RAM situation. It's I get paid $40 for a 32 meg set. That was a few years ago. I could also borrow some RAM from that 4125D I had out earlier. Yes, I was going to go get a power brick. At least try to find one in the next few minutes. I think we're in luck. Whiz. Hope the contact cleaner. Oh, turn that off for now. I think this is for a Contura, but I think it'll work. Nope, don't want to drop the mouse. That mouse has been with me for most of my IT career. I'm not going to give up on it now. Although it sucks down batteries really fast. All right, computer number one. The original number one. I didn't put a hard drive in here, did I? But the keyboard does work, so awesome. We're getting somewhere. Now I just got another CF card. We also need the floppy drive from the other one, so we aren't going to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but I'm pretty sure that I don't have another working floppy for this unit, unless that's one right there. I don't remember how much I messed around with these. Let this clip in. And I'm trying to do this entirely by feel. Ooh, that could have been ugly. Nope. That one has a bad belt. Ooh, that one's angry. Unless I somehow find another belt for this. I guess we could put that cover back on. Let's see here. I could have swore I had another floppy that worked for this, but my memory is not serving me right tonight, I guess. So, but in the meantime, we put the screws back in. And hopefully I didn't break that cover to the point where it's not usable, but if we did, well, that sucks to be me. Yeah, my bad. There you go. It's ghetto, but it works. Alright, where the other two go? I think the two long ones go there. That would confirm my suspicions. I meant that I probably took this thing apart a little too fast for its own good. But lucky for us, we have homework we can copy that is very inconvenient areas. So yes, one would go there. So I was right on that suspicion. That leads us to our second problem. Where did those screws go? Everything's a rabbit hole, folks. Are those screws for it? Those must be it. Those gotta be it. One goes there. So where does the fourth one go? This might be a fundamentally flawed idea to just try to execute, but we shall see. It can only go right there, I think, unless that's part of the hard drive caddy. Right there. Now, I think that is for this caddy right here, so not a big deal. But well, it's doing its thing here. You got so much stuff to eBay, I don't even know where to begin here. There's one other machine that may have a second working floppy. But if it's a pain in the rear to get to, then I'm going to skip that for now. Yes, I do. In the meantime, enjoy something you've probably seen millions of times. I do. I don't. Okay, that went in different machines. Okay, scratch that idea. I will give props to the gentleman in Marshfield from a couple of years ago. He was an engineer that really knew what he was doing, which is more than I can say about most people that aren't into this hobby. Choose my words carefully. Okay, I don't know what happened to my other working floppy, so it must be on another system somewhere. I own a 4160T, and I have no idea what happened to it, so that's just gonna be, we're just gonna have to be patient. But I wonder if you can run this thing without the floppy, because we have to find drivers for this guy. But before we even do that, yeah, we're missing some stuff. And I'm just gonna hover over the screen like the. This is a very fast trackpad. A very fast trackpad. It's almost stressing me out. So what does this say? Are you using a PC card, network card? No. No. Okay, we shut down. I may regret this decision in about 2 minutes, but I think I found the computer with the other floppy in it. Sitting there laughing at me the whole time. This one over. This one may have 32 in it as well, but I could be wrong on that. Yes, this does have a floppy drive in it that I hope works. It is the 4160T, which I had a lot of fun restoring this one too. Welcome to my sideshow, the 4160T. That did not turn on by itself. This is active matrix. I probably said that a second ago. No hard drive in it. Yeah, we know, Pud. This other computer's just sitting and chilling right now. Floppy in. Wants to. No. Okay, there's signs of life in it. That's good enough for now. Ooh, the battery actually holds a charge on this. Oh my goodness. That's a pleasant surprise. I remember how to get them out now. You know, I just did this an hour ago. Okay, pardon my reach. And pardon my other problem. I'd like to see this to some level of completion tonight. I really do. No idea how much I want to see this to some level of completion tonight. Oh, it powered on. Not now, computer. Not now. We're going to do something stupid, I think. And do that without having any mounting hardware in there. Okay, we have a hard drive in here. So we're going to format the drive, which is in the computer, which I'm failing miserably opening said computer. Helps to plug it in, don't you think? There we go. Now we got to find a sound card driver. At least I think that's the only thing we have to find for it. Now we got to find the video card driver if we really want to do this right. Hard drive still kicking. Keyboard still kicking. Oh yeah, by the way, if anybody's in need any Epson these ink cartridges, hit me up. I can help you out. Ooh, that was an odd noise. And it just come to my attention that you can't tell the difference between one versus the other. So let's do that. There we go. This is number one because this is the only because this is the one I opened up first. Now, oh, there's a Citizen W1D sitting on the shelf. I need to rebuild. Oh, shoot! No, 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 no. I missed a trick here. Okay, good. I missed a serious trick here. I said I was going to put a diagnostics partition on this one. So we're going to see if these are compatible. I doubt it, but we're going to find out together. And okay, I got so much going on here. A little too much going on here. I completely forgot what I came back in the corner to look for. Oh, USB floppy. That's what I was looking for. Make this. Oh no, there's a line in my phone. Yeah, the American Revolution's starting to happen here too. This is the right partition utility. Awesome. All right. Good. That'll save me some aggravation. You know what they say, Jack 68K? Noise, noise, noise in a Civil War cannon. Boom! No shenanigans now. At least no shenanigans. And I'm going to go get the software for this machine, the sound card. $4,100, $4,120. Ooh, not bad. Okay, cool. All right, what do we got here? So we're going to create or upgrade, you must have the diagnostics disc and the setup disc. Please insert setup disc. Made me switch. Musical discs, it's a wonderful life, isn't it? Alright, let's save that. And actually, I got a box of discs from some gentleman in Austria that we should try out. Oh, wow. Jay from Austria actually did an excellent job shipping these. They're recycled discs. I'm pretty sure. They all say digital Mavic on them. Okay, well, if they work, I don't care. This is what I got from Austria. I got 30 of those. It seems like all of them have the same exact label, but I repeat, if they work, I don't care. I don't have anything illegal on them. Well, they won't for long, so I'm going to wipe them and... Alright, please insert the setup disc. I have no idea what I just ran. But I'm pretty sure... ignore. My XP machine that I'm making the discs on is being a little bit bratty right now. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's the American Revolution is alive and well here as well. As I want to blame the dogs, but they're not capable of making that level of noise. Now we should get the nice little rectangle in the upper right corner on this one. Maybe? There we go. Make sure all that fun stuff. Ooh, we got to change the date and or time. 4, and it is 9:50 p.m. I like that it corrected that. And yeah, that's what we got in a nutshell. So we got the diagnostics partition on here. Okay, that's special. Alright, onto our OS. Or at least the F disk in the format part of it anyway. And then what we'll do next is we'll play musical computers here in a minute. Maybe a few minutes. So that way I can install Windows on this one, since we have a little bit more functionality than we previously imagined. helps to install the floppy. And we don't need the CD-ROM support just yet. All right, so let's do the old F disk, and now we should be able to proceed as normal. All right, we do the escape. We do this little madness again. Hopefully by the time we bounce between 1 versus 1 and 2 here, we should be able to install our sound drivers and graphics card for that matter. I will say that the speakers look to be halfway decent in this thing. I'll give them that much. Oh, there is a setup folder. Okay, cool. Okay, that's a very odd installation, but we'll take what we can get. All right, that's battle number 1. Let's see if we fixed our battle here. I'm really happy with my TV put. Ooh, it did not install the sound card though. Not present, not working properly, so we need to fix that. Oh, you liar. You are such a liar. So what did you exactly install then? Okay, so I don't know what it installed. Maybe we should just restart. This is a very high stress here right now. I think. Maybe? Try it again? No. Okay, we'll do this a different way then. Yeah, we have found the following. That one went according to the script. That's good. We're ready to switch our computers out as soon as we figure out the sound card fiasco. There's the restart we're looking for. Oh, oops. Ultimately, that did not fix my sound card problem. How about no to that? That's grayed out. Oh, Jesus. Things you don't have to deal with in modern computing. Let's see what we got. So, oh, wait a minute. Technically, it is a laptop display panel, 800 by 600, so that's what we're going to roll with here. Looks goodish. Not a word. Oh, you know what? Just because I like doing this. All right. We are getting somewhere. I didn't anticipate this, but I will take this as a win. Oh, that's the Cirrus Logic. I want the sound card. See if we have another goal with that. That looks like the driver. ESS soft. I think I just ran this. Oh, that's not a driver. That's per the problem. Let's just try the regular. I don't remember which one I was in, but yes, I think I was. I think we went through this already. Really, guys? That's terrible. Let's see if the driver resides in here. No driver. What did I exactly install, guys? Yes, I did try that already, William. But there was another driver, so let me try that before I get to... What's this? Let's try this disk instead. Hey. That's enough of your shenanigans, XP. Alright, hold please while I make another disk. Okay, let's try that out for size. And that is running on battery, okay. What do we got on this one? Anything? Maybe? Let's hope this isn't... No. Okay, that one I think we might yield better results with. Haha, there we go. I just grabbed the wrong file, apparently, from the archive site that I pulled this from. Now we're getting somewhere, I think. We'll do surgery on this one next, provided everything goes according to the old plan. It's a winner to me. I don't know if you can hear that, but I did put the microphone by it. Look at that. Music to my ears. So we will switch places with... We'll put one in this spot, and two will go on the other bench. Oh, William, if you really want to get technical, yes, I did try it from the second disc and yielded much better results. There's something about 10% smarter and all that stuff too, but oh, this was screwed in. I'll be damned. There we go. We are out of its little shell here. I don't know if William, if you were here for this, but this is kind of a pseudo docking station. It comes with a game port. If you have the extra battery, you can put it in. And it comes with a CD-ROM, making installation much easier. Or the Windows 95 install much easier. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, you know what I mean. I hope. Yeah, I had to drive 2 hours one way to go get it. That was a year and a half ago. But I bought it for like $20. It came with a 4125D. So it actually was a really nice deal. And we got Chinese from one of our favorite restaurants, so... Oh, okay, we're still working. That's good. There we go. I don't know if that's better or worse, but... Knock on 70s metal. We're behaving so far. And no special drivers for this one. It's just a standard CD-ROM driver that came with this 98 boot disk, so that's even better. Can't say the same about the game port. Ooh, that does not look good. That looks slightly less bad. Yeah, well, should have been up here a couple years ago when they were selling these desks for $5 a pop. I kid. Nice. Okay, so we're going to do what we did last time. We're going to... no, this is actually not the UW swap shop. Annual rummage sale. The Clintonville School District annual rummage sale is actually where I got this from. So if you're thinking UW Stevens Point, that's an hour east, or Clintonville's an hour east of Point, and it's if you like your back roads, it's the drive for you. Well, that's doing its thing. Let's make another CMOS battery. Oh, I need to get the actual original out of there first. That would be very helpful, wouldn't it? Although that UW swap shop, it does have some really nice stuff in it. I should probably go back there at some point. Although I think they're only open on Fridays. Oh, that might be a little bit of a rough thing, but I should go get some monitors and upgrade my monitors, because they're not doing too well. I know I'm off screen again. I'm just trying very carefully not to break any tabs. So I have it right in front of me, and we succeeded this time. There's that coin battery, same difference. I think there's a gentleman in Georgia that has a bunch of these machines too. It seemed like for a while there he was buying CMOS batteries from me. I always go to Georgia. But I haven't heard from him for a while. Hope he's doing good. All right, there we go. Another BR1632 made in these United States. Be a nice little bonus if they were made in Wisconsin. At least for me it would be. Probably for and Jack 68K. But most of you seem to be on the East Coast. Otherwise, I usually have a rubber soldering mat underneath this, but I don't that's unfortunately being currently occupied right now. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna send it. And it's kind of hard for me to reach at that angle, so we're just gonna do that. Oh, well, thank you for showing up, William. Proves my point that a lot of you are on the East Coast. So, thank you for joining, and have a good night. And I have a feeling I hit a hole. And it's still sticking together. Good enough. Uh-oh. Well, there goes my keyboard. And that one did not stick. Try again. Woohoo! Wasn't expecting that either, but that still didn't stick. Okay. We're going to have to get the soldering iron out for that one. Or we're going to do this for now. Let's hope I have some made up. I certainly do. Wasn't going to take out on my eBay sales, but lucky for you, lucky for me, we have a few of these made up. So we're just going to, I don't know if I got to get it out of there, but plastic heat shrink, but well, we're going to figure that out while Windows 95 is installing on the other ones. And don't worry if we do have any other East Coast followers that are being silent. We are getting towards the end. Because trust me, I gotta work in the morning too. But at least I don't have to drive to work, so that's a plus. The downside is I'm basically running the infrastructure department myself tomorrow because everyone else is off. But I'm used to doing that. Not at that job, but all right. Let's go next. All the standard vibe checks. Let's see. 24. Don't remember. Just looked this up an hour ago. Someday I'll be organized. Do I still have the tab up? Indeed I do. 4, 6. Bleh. Okay, I turn you off. Oh. More brain farts than we need to have. Well, this is a longer analyzation. Oh, I wonder if you got on a UK site, if it's showing an EUR. You missed some sparks, but it's cool. Tried to spot weld the battery that had questionable nickel strip on it, and it made me jump a little bit. So you did, I think you missed that part, but well, I'm not an eBay expert, Jack. 68K. Oh, okay, maybe a glitch in the matrix. Good enough. No, we don't need that. Let's go. All right, back to the other one. So I don't think it's going to fit in the shell. So we're just going to go. I did have Amazon once in a while go into Spanish on me, and I had to go into preferences and undo it for some reason. Never understood that, but hasn't happened to me in a while. Yes, indeed they do. I think RetroTech Chris coached some of those people that wanted to sell their LTE 5000s for $800, and then they got mad about it. So it's like, okay, well, see you later. Good enough. We spot weld another night. It's actually a little interesting tidbit of how I found this connector for the CMOS battery that you cannot see. Hotel locks. Yes, hotel locks. Of all things, had the right... That was quite a rabbit hole to find the exact fit, and I know a handful of people said just use the JST ones, but they don't fit quite right. And at work, or at least at the previous job, the door locks, they have battery packs, and they had that same connector on it. It's like, okay, well... And I finally wrote one of the companies, and it's like, what is this connector? Because I'm just having a hard time finding it. And it led me to a Molex part that was long discontinued. But this vice president of this company in Florida was nice enough to write me back within minutes. And, oh yeah, it's this one. You can get it from here, here, and here. So, or we'll just make a set for you for X amount of dollars. So I opted for the latter just because I was not patient enough to deal with that at the time. Hopefully I still have his contact information, because that otherwise is going to go away with the email at the old job. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that's up here. It's probably got a whole warehouse of back SC logic boards. All right, we'll save our options and we'll correct our time while this other one is going. Oh, welcome, Chad. I'm kind of in an odd place with eBay. I always have the general rule of thumb I would say is describe your stuff in much detail as you possibly can. If it is a laptop, especially if it's a retro laptop, if you take the time to test it and actually say, hey, it actually works and does all this fun stuff, that'll help you as well. And oh, this one's got a display problem, but it looks like it's just a cold solder problem, so no big deal. Depending on what size the clothes are. We may be interested. All right, let's get in the right. It is still July 4th here. For about an hour and a half. Oh crap, it is Thursday. I just said that. 10:23 p.m. And that system is ready to rock and roll. So we're just going to leave that simmer for a bit and go back to our other friend. Yes, great tip, Jack. The more details you have, the more it'll save you in case something does go wrong. As I actually did have one that's a couple of years ago, and it's actually around the same time I bought the. All right, back. Okay, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, pictures are great. Yeah, Jack, that's an excellent tip. But yes, I actually had a. It was a El Cheapo Compaq. It was a CQ57, which is real low end stuff. I sold it for $26 on eBay, and the guy was not happy with me because it was slow. It had a mechanical hard drive. It was a budget PC, and he wrote me a nasty letter stating, well, this doesn't work. You can't sell this kind of stuff to people. You're ripping them off. It's like, well, you bought what you bought, pal. And then eBay, at first, they were about to side with them. Even before that, there's even more of an interesting problem, is that Hurricane Ian hit around that same time, and shipping was delayed down there in Florida, and the guy was already asking for a refund, because like, oh, it didn't get here on time. It's like, there's literally a hurricane in your area right now, dude. But I had back and forth with this guy, and I eventually had to get eBay involved. I was like, hey, look, this is what I sold him, and it was working. And then they said, well, go back and show us pictures of it working in addition to the ones you already have. And I actually did a video on that one. And I actually used a lot of my shots from it, and I got the negative feedback removed, and it's like that transaction never happened at all, and I got to keep my money, so. Yeah, and then this was out of a batch of 10 computers I bought for $100. Like, you know what? What I get out of it, the ones I don't care about, so be it. Like there were some Lenovo's in there as well. It's like that alone made my money back on that batch. It's like I sold the Lenovo's for about $100. They were password protected BIOS and all that fun stuff, and yeah, the CQ57 went for 26, but I wanted the LTEs and the Contours out of the deal. Those are the ones I was interested in. Oddly enough, the oldest computers of the bunch were the ones I cared about. And this thing is still going. Good. Or you could be like me, you can beg some woman in Michigan to ship you a computer, and she actually did an excellent job taking pictures of it. It's like, I don't know a whole lot about this thing, but there's cracks here. I have no way to test it. That was one of the 325Cs I got. She was a real nice woman. I don't think she ever slept, but that's a different problem. Yes, definitely. Yes, do not skimp on the shipping materials. I don't know if I still have that box down here, but I'm going to show you something in a few minutes here, what not to do. It really is quite hilarious. But I'm going to... no, I can't cancel you. Well, that's no bueno. But I want to cancel you. Oh, well, that's doing its thing. Let me go get that box real quick. This is true. I've never seen this before. So anyway, I purchased an LTE 286 earlier in the week. It got here finally. Now we're freestyling it here. And that is the packing material which it came in. It did come with a laptop bag, so it wasn't all bad, but we have ourselves a garbage bag, which is very ripped and tied up. So that's useless. We have newspaper, which I gotta see. Out of sheer curiosity, if it has a location. Oh, it is May 2024, something called the People's Paper. It looks like a religious paper. We love our customers. Your shipping says otherwise. Very yellow newspaper from 2003. Use Kleenex, perhaps. And then it gets better. We have an empty bag of Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish. Oh, wait, it's not over. It is not over. Holy moly. An old package of bottled water. Yeah, that's not good enough. I don't know if that shipping was free or not, but yeah, that I've never seen that before. Especially the used Kleenex. That one is a special kind of ugh. In fact, I'm gonna go wash my hands right now and probably burn this box. Okay, we're good. I wonder if that's what they did. But at least the computer came in its original bag, so that did save it. It's not any worse than what the pictures are. And you'll see that it has a smash screen, but it was smashed before they packaged it, so at least that's the only saving grace here. And I may, who knows, maybe spraying some Lysol on that sucker. I had people ship stuff in cereal boxes before, but never used tissue box. Never used tissues. You know, before I get rid of that box, I'm going to do a video on that. I don't like to shame people, but that one is going to be an exception. And oops, sorry folks, I did not realize we were on the other computer. And I wonder if I can interrupt this. I have a feeling the belt just literally snapped on this one. Or slipped off. Yeah, the belt literally just snapped off on this one. I'm pretty sure. Well, that's going to cut this video a little short. Not a big deal. Oh well. That kind of ended on a thud, but yeah, that drive is dead. So I am actually going to pretty much cut it. Actually, before I do that, there's one other thing. Let's see if the graphics card driver is installed enough to the point where I can change this to 800 by 600. Maybe. Oh gosh, yeah, I got a PowerBook Pismo like that. It came from Georgia all the way up to Wisconsin here. Absolutely no packing material, just sitting loose in there. Not a scratch on it. I found that to be pretty remarkable. So I'm a little hesitant these days to just completely hate on the post office, though they do make many mistakes. Most of them actually really do take pride in their job. That much I will say. And I mean, Justin, you may see this. Anytime I say something about the post office, there's one person that likes to chime in and say, we're hiring. Every once in a while, she'll come out, and that's what I give her credit. I really do. She is one of those that is very, very a lot of pride about with her work. So I give her that. Yeah, there's enough of them too. I agree with you, Justin. Nobody's perfect. But anywho, I think I am going to. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it. We made some good progress with this. Had the belt not snapped on this one, I probably would have tried to install the sound card driver and all that fun stuff. But that's just the way it works sometimes. There you go. That's a little bit better. Oh yeah, I got shopping bags aplenty. As you can tell, I had a garbage bag. So yeah, fun. But I'm going to plan to do 2 more live streams this month, hopefully. I don't know when exactly. It might go back to my Wednesday schedule. The Thursday thing's going to be very rare. Like I said, Justin didn't do one tonight, so I just kind of naturally honed in on that spot, and we had some company, so we got our end goal out of it. We fixed a couple retro computers, and we got commentary. So that's at the end of the day, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, what's on the tap, you say? Well, I think it's right here. Pretty sure this is the one. Yep. This LTE Elite 450E is one of the things that are on the docket. Does not power up as it stands. Other than that, I don't know anything about it. And there's that SLT that's down here. I want to get that together. But you can tell this computer's moving along nicely. Fair enough, Justin. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Hopefully I didn't get in the way of your research. So yeah, let's summarize. So we had one laptop with a keyboard that wasn't communicating. We corrected that problem. Windows does work on them. That's good. We got to test out my bracket, which needs a little bit of fine-tuning. That's fine by me. And some gentleman in Germany is going to get a whole lot of business with belts, because I need some belts. So, oops. And I need to get better at this. So, yeah, I'm going to call it for that. Be on the lookout for those live streams. Probably the 11th and 18th is probably what I'm going for. I don't know yet, but definitely not the last week of July. So that's just going to be too much with everything going on at work. So until then, I thank you for watching. Now for once, I'm going to try and hit the right button. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.